So Back on Fig had an interesting discussion. They had a guest up here named Matt Allen. I'm not familiar with him at all, but apparently he was on Haterworld platform. Shout out Haterworld, they're my good people over there. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he had a comment about black people needing to get over slavery. That's what I took from this. I did watch like 2 minutes and 13 seconds of this. Thought it was good, so I wanted to bring it to y'all. Again, I don't know who Matt Allen is, but what I could tell you is this was ignorant. It was an ignorant comment to make. You know what I mean? And especially an ignorant comment to make on a Hispanic platform with all the back and forth that niggas be trying to put with blacks and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? We got enough going on as it is. You know what I'm saying? Then for you to be on here saying something like that, I thought that was wild. And shout out to Back on Fig for having something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into it. What's the righteous word? It's your boy Gangland Neem, aka Neiman. I before the E. Man, golly, I don't know y'all. Remember that, and we back with another video. New video. Shout out to all my good subs. Greatly appreciate y'all. You know it. You know it. Special shout out to Day in LA podcast with Dijon Paul and Tam Burger. Shout out to them. I was over there yesterday. If y'all didn't catch that episode, make sure y'all go over there, support that, support them. Leave a comment, say how garbage I am and all that, right? But we here with Back on Fig. Shout out Back on Fig for the clip. Again, I thought this was just an interesting discussion, and I like the way they presented it. I don't know who Matt Allen is. If somebody could get in my comments and tell me who he is, because what I did was a soft Google search, and a bunch of white men came up. So I don't know who bro is. You know what I'm saying? I even typed in Matt Allen YouTube. More white men. So I don't know. But it's a good conversation. Now, if this your first time to the channel, like and subscribe off the back. Off the back, don't troll me if this your first time to the channel. Shame on you. You feel me? But yeah, let's do this.
Give my condolences.
All right, man. Look, bro. All right, let's get to this clip that you have going viral right now on Haterworld, where you was basically saying that black people shouldn't should get over slavery, or black people shouldn't worry about slavery, or whatever the case may be, and they going crazy about it right now, all across LA, man, and just across the internet right now, bro. What do you have to say about that?
How do you feel when you heard that clip?
I feel fucked up. What you mean we need to get over slavery, honey?
That's not what I meant. So look at this clip is super taken out of context. So basically, Haterworld hit me up, right?
Smacc sat up in his seat like he tight too, right? I don't know if like this was a play, like they had him up here to press him about this or whatever. I don't know if niggas is seriously tight, but Smacc look away. I ain't even gonna lie. He said, "What you mean, nigga?"
And they're talking about my past, right? So they asked me about my heritage and if I care about my heritage. Yeah. And I said, I don't. They were asking me, do you know where your family's from? I don't. I don't know what part of Mexico my family's from. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But my grandma's from here, her grandma, they all been.
It's probably a bad thing if you don't know, like, you know what I mean, your lineage to a degree. You know what I mean? You never been curious where your people come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but let's continue.
From here, right? So I don't even know where my family's from. So they asked me that question. I said, I don't care. I brought up an ignorant comparison because basically when I was saying like, nobody should let nothing in their past hold them back. And what I said was, I was like black people, sometimes they hold on to slavery. I said, nothing from your past should hold you back. Like my dad getting killed. My sister dwell on that shit, right? Where I don't really dwell on it. So I was able to move forward in life, where she always, I feel like, make excuses like, oh, like if only I had a dad type shit. So what I was saying was like,
that is problematic to me, right? That was ignorant, foolish of him to say. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, is like to do that on a Latino podcast, right? knowing the tension that it be between us. Mind you, I'm good with the Mexicans. Like, I got Mexican family, all this shit. Like, it's all good. But the fact that you said that about black people with no black people over there, and you're talking about just getting over things that's holding you back, why even bring us up like black people? That's kind of wild to me, bro. That's kind of wild to me. Players up too. That was a up. Straight up. You know what I mean? I don't know if the man meant any harm or anything because I don't know him. So I can't even say, like, I don't know if he's made comments like this in the past or anything, but that was very ignorant. And where you did it and how you did it, all of it, just nasty for real. You know?
Nothing from your past should hold you back, but I said something ignorant and I spoke on something that have nothing to do with me and I shouldn't have spoke on that.
Facts.
But the whole clip was just taken out of context. So that's why I just wanted to speak on that.
But do you feel like black people should, you know?
You didn't want to speak on that, gang. They pressed you. They said, hey, what's all this shit we hear? That's what they said. You wouldn't. I don't think you would have brought that up with these blacks. I don't think you would have brought that up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I didn't see the interview in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? Here's a clip. But let's continue.
Stop worrying about slavery? I mean, because you said it, because you
I
obviously had to
personally-
feel like that at one point in time in your life.
I more mean like I think everybody should get over anything that holds you back in your past. That example is a dumbass example to use for that. So that topic and like I'm not even here to talk on that. That's a dumb example. I meant like you should not let nothing from your past hold you back. Like say like your is cheating on you and shit. Like bro, you gotta move on because you gotta focus on today.
Do you understand how that will affect your black friends and you know, and people that you've been around for a long?
Do you have black friends? These are just questions I have, you know what I mean? Because that's a very specific thing to say on a Hispanic podcast. Very specific. You know what I'm saying? Like black people need to get over slavery. Nigga, what the fuck? What do we got to do with your girl cheating on you and you getting over this, pops dying? Like, what do you mean? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? One of these for Matt Allen. You know what I'm saying? One of those for you, bud.
Long time growing up.
Yeah, no facts.
So-
it did actually. I'm actually ashamed and embarrassed by the things I said.
So
it's ignorant, bro. It's an ignorant statement. I shouldn't be used. I've never been through that struggle, so I shouldn't be speaking on that, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
So I learned. I take it as a like something that I could learn from. And I hope that like people that fuck with me and that know me, because I came up with a bunch of black people, bro. I come up from Kicks. It's an all black. I'm the only Mexican. Me and my bro Beezy. I'll show you a picture, right? So I did hurt people from my past, and that's why I'm embarrassed and ashamed. And I hope they see this clip and accept my apology. And I hope you understand that I at least learned from it. And to my real ones, I appreciate the ones that reached out to me and hit me with a phone call and was like, yo, I seen this clip and spoke to me about it. Because to me, that's some real shit. That's what a real one would do is hit me up on it and get and speak to me about it. So I appreciate all the ones that called me on that.
So the ones that did call you on that, did they feel disrespected?
No, they heard my side. I show them the whole context of the clip. Because at the end of the day, bro, the moral of the story is don't let nothing from your past hold you back. Like nothing, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter what happened, bro, in your past. Focus on today.
But just referencing slavery shouldn't
Dumb
do
as
that
hell.
again.
Yeah,
My
Yeah, you
granny
should
was
do
a
that
slave.
again.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
I can't just let that go.
Nah, I apologize to you, bro. That statement hurts you or whoever it did affect or whoever it affects, bro. I get on these podcasts and I say dumb shit all the time, bro. And I'm going to continue to say more dumb shit. And I hope that people will continue to call me out on it. And the ones that fuck with me will educate me on it. When I say some dumb shit on the podcast, hit me up and educate me on it, bro. Because I like when I fought with Moose and shit about some debate, I later on look on some politics shit. I later on look at it with the facts and shit. And when I look at it with the facts, I'm like, okay, maybe I was wrong here. Maybe I was wrong there. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to learn.
Did you feel bad about that clip, them putting that clip out on you?
Nah, bro. Honestly, it humbled me and it let me know I gotta like think before I just say shit. It humbled me and shit. And
that's a lesson for everybody. Think before you speak when you're in front of these microphones, bro. Straight up. See how you representing yourself. Understand the way you want to represent yourself on camera. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the little drunk girl with the metal mouth, right? Yo, be mindful of the way you are presenting yourself, the things that come out of your mouth on these platforms. Homie said, I'm gonna say some more dumb shit. I wouldn't even claim that, bro. I wouldn't even claim that. I'm gonna say some more dumb shit. That was super dumb to say. Super dumb to say. I'm gonna look into bro's content. He said he did something with Moose Man. He got into it with Moose Man or whatever. I'm gonna look into his content because again, I'm not really familiar with him where I could give like an opinion on him personally. But I'm gonna tell you from this clip, I respect what he's saying. He taking accountability. Yo, that was dumb of me to say. I apologize to anyone who was offended by it, which is the right thing to do. Right? That's the right thing to do. You don't argue about some shit you said that offended a group of people. You don't argue about that. You just say, yo, you hear them? My apologies. I was wrong. You feel me? And you got to respect that. You know what I mean? You got to respect that. They should have hopped this nigga on game.
And like everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean?
Beat
So
this nigga up.
I feel like I need to watch what I say. It showed me how like the clipping works. Like people would just take this little piece and out of context. So now I got to watch everything I say. Not like
I want to say this too about the context. He keeps saying out of context. The comment that you made was ignorant. You've already acknowledged that, right? But there's nothing out of context. Even what you explained, that's cool, right? But there was no need to bring us in slavery into it. Simple as that. You get me? So it wasn't out of context. You said something ignorant and they clipped it. That's how this shit goes. You know what I mean? Anybody who been on here for any amount of time, you know what I'm saying, should understand that. But he keeps saying the context. There's no context that makes that statement any better. Just want to throw that out there because he keeps saying that, like context. Like, nah, nigga, that was just stupid.
I watch everything I say, but I gotta be more mindful of what I say. So now it actually humbled me.
Okay, so but you're not racist.
Hell no.
All right, bro.
Do you
know what I'm
think
saying?
that's racist? What do you think?
Let's jump this.
You tucking in your chain ain't gonna do nothing, man. Hey, man, better back on my knees and chain now, man.
No, but I definitely understand where you're coming from. Like they just tried to do me on a clip like that when I went on to a podcast, and I spoke too fast about the situation, and I believe South Carolina about when the
Asian guy killed the
Yeah, what's
black.
up with you, homie?
So I didn't understand the full thing about it, but the same thing, like when you go into the whole interview stream and actually hear the full topic of how we talked about it, you'll see my perspective, how I spoke about it, gave my condolences, and it's definitely not a laughable or funny moment or nothing like that. I would never condone racism, killing kids, nothing of that matter. So once I understood the full story and what happened, I definitely, understand how people will perceive it like that. But yeah, the internet can definitely take a little clip and make it into something without having your full explanation or the full story or the full conversation out there.
Because what you say?
Hey, shout out Sharky. Sharky fire on here, bro. I really like Sharky, bro. That like, you know what I'm saying? That was a dope ass addition to Back on Fig, bro. Real tight to me. I think Sharky is dope, bro. Shout out Sharky. You feel me?
Shouldn't be stealing information, right?
Yeah, from the beginning, yeah. Ha ha, hee hee, ha ha. And then once they broke down the whole story, I understood. I showed empathy. I showed sympathy.
Yeah.
I would never condone killing a kid. I don't condone racism. My wife's black. My kids are black. I'm from a black gang. So that's never the situation. But I definitely see learning podcasting and learning all this stuff, how you definitely have to be careful of how you react immediately into situations and how they could take 5 seconds and turn it into something else.
Facts.
So I definitely do regret coming off like that in the beginning of a.
And this is what I'm gonna tell you too. Shout out Sharky for what he's saying. That's dope. This is good podcasting right here. This is what I'm gonna tell you though. Sharky, your situation is very different than his situation. Straight up. They took a moment, right? But in the entirety of the interview, just like you said, yo, you double back and was like this, that, and the other. He just made an ignorant comment. The context around it makes no difference. You know what I'm saying? It make no difference. He shouldn't have made a comment like that. You know what I mean?
Serious situation, But I did learn my lesson, you know, and I'm understanding of how a 3 second, 5 second clip can turn into something else.
And you guys got to understand that these podcasters, they don't have your best interest at
No,
heart.
they
Yeah,
do.
for real.
They don't give a motherfucker about you.
That's all they wanted was the clips that they got from y'all was the key
And that's
thing right
exactly
there. We
why
got it.
I don't go nowhere and do nothing. I ain't going nowhere doing nothing and I ain't helping.
Yeah.
Because
On me, I feel that. On me, I feel that. But this the thing too, right? It's about the shit that you say. You have to. It's your responsibility how you wanna present yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't give niggas nothing to clip, you don't give niggas nothing to clip. A nigga Rios did a No Jumper interview. Illest interview I've seen on No Jumper in a while. Nobody with it, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But the way that he represented himself on that platform was fire. There was nothing to clip like, oh, he did this or he says this or, you know what I'm saying? So it's about the way you present yourself. Always remember that.
soon as you said, he got you. Soon as he said, oh, so slavery, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so you said they shouldn't worry about slavery. He said, oh, I got a clip up in this stupid.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Along with him, he like, shit, agents should be just doing it up.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, man. That's why they ain't got your best interest at heart nowhere, bro. You feel me? You got to know that you content everywhere you go, bro.
For real.
You got to be careful, homie.
And that's why you're
Man.
going to take your DP like a man when it's over. With. We gonna work there.
DPs is in order. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out back on Fig for the clip. Shout out Matt Allen too. For pulling up on the blacks after he made a comment like that, because you had to know they was gonna say something about it. Again, I don't want to do too much on bro because I don't really I'm not familiar with him at all. But just on some real nigga shit, I like how he got up there and took accountability. That was dumb. It was stupid. That was my fault. Speaking out of turn, talking about shit I don't have nothing to do with, know nothing about. You don't even know your own damn history. You won't be talking about ours and what we need to get over. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, I don't know nothing about where I'm from. I don't know. That's crazy to me. That's crazy, man. But good clip, man. I think that was a dope ass conversation. Shout out Sharky for the input he had on the topic as well. And T-Rose right. You content. I'm content on here. I can do whatever, clip whatever. I'd have people clip me saying something, a random ass position, look crazy, and niggas got it, boop, put it right on their thumbnail and shit. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Put it in their video. He's zesty, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what you sign up for when you sign up for it. You know? Something Jalik need to understand. But for anybody looking for any kind of marketing or promotion when it comes to this YouTube content creation, make sure y'all tap in with Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Again, that's Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. She working with a bunch of different content creators throughout all the sectors. She can help you with anything from views to viewer retention, thumbnails, monetization, copyright strikes, whatever it is. Make sure y'all tap in with Drea the Virgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. But what I'd like y'all to do is comment down below, man. Let me know what y'all think of Matt Allen and his comments. Let me know what y'all think about how he responded when the blacks got on him. Again, I think I respect what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know in the comments. It's your boy Gangland Neem. Peace.